In this video, I will be showing you why the 14mm F1.8 G Master has been an amazing purchase, and what you should be looking out for
It gets boring
when browsing for a similar lens. This video has been mostly filmed on the 14mm, along with the A7S III. Hope you enjoy. Holy shit, that's wide! Also, a lot of my videos have been filmed in the house, so let's get out of the house for once. Gotta take this guy that I've been having fun with. I almost forgot to bring this. These are extremely essential. I'll show you why a little bit later.
How the fuck do I reach that camera? Wow, this is difficult.
I was here a couple of weeks ago, and these, I don't know what they're called. They were not here yet. They had not grown, but now that they have, it smells so good. I literally arrived at this place, I sat down to put the camera down. They just smell so good. So many of them. Look at this view, look at this weather. Apart from the wind, and once again I've chosen the most open field to record a video, a voiceover video in. Apart from the wind, this is... look at this location. Some bird took a shit, like literally, just now on my window. I got this cleaned right before I left. Back to the important bits. I can't get over how good these clouds look. I wrote some notes about this lens because, well, I personally probably didn't buy it for the right reasons. I actually bought it as more of a fun lens than a professional use case lens. I'm not going to go into all of them. I'm not going to explain my whole theory about why I bought this lens. I'm going to go over what I've noticed, how well does it work, is it a great lens, should you buy it, especially because it is a crazy expensive lens and nobody in their right mind should just buy it because it's fun. Or should they? The scene is a little bit distracting. I'm like looking at the windmill on my screen all the time. So I might switch it around a little bit. Is it still gonna be distracting? That's actually one of the things you might encounter with this lens. It's quite hard to compose shots at times because you've got just so much going on. These are my hands, by the way. I'm standing right next to where the tripod and the camera is. This is how wide it is. It's insane. If you sometimes struggle with composing just regular telephoto shots, you're gonna be in a nightmare. I try to keep my videos quite genuine and I don't really tell bullshit, I tell the real experience, and many of my videos have been very positive, and that's because I research my stuff before I buy it, so I don't really end up with buying useless stuff or stuff that doesn't work for me. And that's also the case here. This lens is great. If you came to see the image quality or how sharp it is, or the vignette and everything like that, this is nearly a perfect lens. It's sharp, it has a lot of detail, it actually benefits from high resolution cameras. This is the right video if you're looking to see how this lens fits into video-centric lifestyle and photos and just hobbyists and people who are just looking for a different approach to lenses. This is a very unique lens, and this lens is also meant for people who want a bit more uniqueness into their lifestyle, into their photography lifestyle, I guess. Holy shit, that's wide. I'll play some clips on top right now where I've used this lens. Mostly, I've used it in a bunch of talking head videos, in just regular lifestyle stuff, because this is an easy lens to use when you just need to capture something, because it captures such a wide aspect and you can be up close with the people and be like interactive and stuff. It's very much like a GoPro, and that's one of the reasons why I bought it. It's because you get this almost intimate moment when you record stuff with this lens. However, there is a downside to it, and you might have experienced that with a lot of GoPro videos, and it's that it gets boring. This angle is so unique that at some point it becomes not unique at all. And if you overuse it, or if there's too much of it, it kind of ruins the experience. So the best scenario I've found where you can use this lens is in mix with a semi-telephoto or a telephoto lens. Something like a 50mm, for example. Something that's not way too tight, but that is tighter, where you can have the people, the face, their expressions, the moment, and then you can have the whole experience with this lens. That was actually the most important thing about this lens, is just how you use it. There is gonna be a learning curve to some extent when you use this. There's like noise coming out of this barrel. I can hear like clunks and stuff from the windmill. An interesting fact about this lens for me is the fact that this is my 20th lens, maybe even 21st, somewhere around that range. And for some that may be a lot of lenses, for some that might just be normal. I kind of want to say that I've got experience with various lenses from cheap to high-end. And this one is probably the most unique, not only in the way that it works, not only in its angle, but also just in general, it's a little bit different. First of all, let's start with that bulbous front element, that big glass element at the front. At first it was maybe a little bit scary for me to own a lens with a lens element this large at the front. That means you can't put any glass in front of it. It has no filter thread. And if you don't have a huge adapter with large glass, you have to come up with other solutions like rear-ended ND filters, which I do have, and I'm going to talk about them later. Another thing is longevity and reliability. Since you're going to be taking this lens in various places, that means it's open to elements and scratches and whatnot. How does it handle distortion, lens flares, and all that stuff? Can you not? This wind is like getting worse and worse. I've got no scratches in the time that I've had it, which is I think about 8-9 months now. It does repel water and liquids from the front element. The few times that I've had it in rain, it has basically come off by itself. I've never really had to clean it much. I've never had an issue with smudges or dust that is in front of the lens element. Flares and contrast in general has been really good throughout for this lens. You do have to watch out for lights that might come from various angles hitting the lens element, and you maybe have to put your hands around it if you're taking a long exposure photo or something, just so no random lights are hitting the lens element. I've got a freaking ant on it. I've got an ant walking on the front element. The contrast and the way this lens renders light and flares and everything is very well controlled. I've never had instances where I just lose contrast entirely, or when the lens flare is overpowering stuff. Fuck this wind, man. Jesus Christ. It has literally come to a point where I need to escape behind the windmill. This lens is sharp. It's really sharp. And in the few times that I've taken astro photos on my A7S III, which has a 12 megapixel sensor, there has been times where the stars get so small because the lens is so sharp that they don't even get rendered in the final image. So there literally have been times when I had to defocus a little bit, make the image a little bit out of focus, just so I could see more stars and overlap them on the sharp image. Like, it's crazy how sharp this lens is. And this lens would highly benefit from a 6K camera. It benefits if you have a high resolution camera. So if you do, you can crop in a lot, you can have a lot of sharpness. I also recommend recording in higher resolutions, just so you can crop in, so you can have more stuff to work with. Yeah. And then let's maybe talk a little bit about the filters in the back. So, since this lens needs filters if you're a videographer, even if you're a long exposure photographer, you'll probably need filters, and not a lot of people want to buy this huge mount that you put on top here and you have these big glasses going in front. It's expensive, it's tedious, it's not really easy. This solution is also not the easiest, but it's better. Basically, I've bought Haida, I believe, filters for the back of the lens. So you had to unscrew some things, you had to screw in this mounting plate, and then you've got these filters. I've got them right here. These are like small filters that I can put on the back of the lens, fixing my issue where I need ND filters. It's a little bit more tedious because it's the back of the lens. That means if you smudge it with your finger, that's gonna really decrease the quality of the image. So you need to keep them clean, you need to keep them safe. It's more tedious, it's more annoying. However, it is possible, and the thing is, since this has a very wide aperture, that means that even in days like this with an ND filter, if I need to, I can expose myself easily. And also in the dark, I've used this lens in complete darkness. I've captured night sky photos. It can capture a lot of light. It can even create videos in complete darkness. I'll put a clip on top right now from my upcoming film. It can capture extreme darkness videos with stars in the back, with the Milky Way, everything. It can do it. It's one of the best lenses for night sky photography and even night sky video, apparently. It's a really nice lens to have if you're capturing northern lights. A lot of versatility coming from this small lens, medium small lens. Why am I holding this? Basically, I just wanted to show how creative I am. The Haida filters that I bought for it came in a box that wasn't very easy to carry. It was quite annoying to use. And so I designed with a 3D printer this little box right here. Let me switch out. I designed it myself. It has like little levers I can pull filters out of, and they click in place. They don't fall out. Really nice, right? I think this is a nice creation that I've made. Haida, if you need to upgrade your filter storage system, hit me up. I'm sort of a mini engineer, self-proclaimed engineer. Here we go. I'm shooting right into the sun. Okay, it's getting filtered out by the clouds a little bit, but I'm losing no contrast when I'm shooting right into the sunlight. That's insane. That's actually really good. While I'm walking back, I'm gonna talk a little bit about why did I buy this lens when it comes to the fun element. Like, what do I mean I bought this lens for fun? This lens costs over 1,000 euros, $1,000. This is not a lens you buy because you want to have fun or something, at least in most cases. I've had many people over the years tell me that I need to have a standard zoom lens so I can cover all the focal lengths, so I can do all the jobs. And the thing is, when I have a standard zoom range without having a fun lens in my arsenal, it just takes the fun out of it. Last year I had a project where I took only a 17 to 28 millimeter lens with me. In that project I came up with some nice looking compositions that I probably would not have had if I had a lens that was more universal. I would have not gone as close to people, I would have not maybe put as much effort into the composure of the image. And so I think it's very important to have a lens you can have fun with. It doesn't have to be this one, it doesn't have to be extremely wide, but in general, if you want to just have fun and bring the fun back to video and photography, and you're looking for something in wide angle, I think this is a good lens. Partly I bought this lens also for astrophotography, which is a hobby of mine, and there are a lot of images that have never seen the light of day just because I do it for me. And this lens fits into that. And there's nothing wrong with buying something so you can use it for yourself. Is it worth the over 1,000 euro buck price point? I think for most people, probably not. If you're looking for just a fun lens, that's a lot of money to put into something. However, if you do want to have fun that much, or if you do professionally need a lens this wide, or you do a lot of vlogs, or you do night sky photography, or you just do landscape photography and you need something really wide and really good, and you want to make use of your megapixels and whatnot, go for it. Like, price is really relative. If you have the money for it, you should go for it. If you don't have the money for it, look for something else. There are other options that are wide angle, there are zoom lenses that are wide angle. If you want to play it safe, there are safe options that you can take. But if you want to just go at it, then go at it, really. I wouldn't call it simple, but at least now you know a little bit more about the Sony 14mm F1.8. Hope this video helps. See you later, alligator. This would be a nice photo, landscape photo, if there was more landscape to it. Maybe, you know what, I'll try it.